Ready for Group A. We've talked about it. We previewed it.
Yes.
Now we have to talk about the character selection along with the players. Shadoken going up against Kawano to start things off.
This first match says it all, and those wins versus the other opponents will come into play, because if it comes down to a tie match, it will go down to those games played versus other players as well. But Kawano, Shadoken going up first. Those are going to be our first two contestants. Asia South going up against CPT Japan. And Kawano, one of those names everybody has already been looking at.
100%.
Shadoken is a very strong player that I've already been paying attention to myself, and I'm glad to see he's represented here in Capcom Cup 10. We're going into it. The first game of groups is going down. Group A, Shadoken versus Kawano. We're gonna see who makes it out. It begins now. The JP, of course, coming up for Shadoken, and then we have Kawano rocking the classic Luke right now. The classic Street Fighter V Luke on top of it.
That is the classic, using jumping fears to kind of sneak your way in, doing it a little bit earlier. It might interrupt an anti-air if not ready for it. This forward throw is going to be everything. No, he's going to set up, not going to set up forward.
Yeah, I thought we was going to see.
Spike immediately.
I thought we were going to see like a departure setup early on, but I feel like Kawano with the recovery real quick. Yeah, that dash rush just to get in.
That's a rising upper. And we're going to see a lot of control here from Kawano, right? This is the exact space where Shadoken is more susceptible to making that mistake, and Kawano is ready for it.
The command throw.
The drive rush command grab from Shadoken, throwing off Kawano. Nobody really expects that this early in the game, and I love that coming in from Shadoken to establish dominance. And now Kawano, he's going to be ready for it. The amnesia catches the throw to back away a little bit, looking for a normal. Shadoken at max distance, not going to get punished for it, so it's going to be fine. Kawano, what do you do now? Drive rush forward, medium punch against the rest of the link. A big throw with punish.
Keeping him locked down in this corner. Big stand, heavy punch right there. Full combo extension. Didn't get the kill, but he's in burnout. This is a chance right now. Can you make something of it? Uses the DI, trying to fight back, gonna eat the medium, and that's what happens, man. I love the fact that Kawano's keeping that neutral game in control. He's not letting the space being built here by Shadoken. We know JP likes to control the screen, and we haven't seen many departures after the knockdown, because we haven't seen many knockdowns on the side of JP, but here we go. Level 3 to go through.
Even if it was a fake or not, I feel like he would have been there just in time for the punish. Bang! Look at the damage.
Yeah, early cash out here on the level 3 in this first game. Round number 2, but this is what's on the line. Gonna build it back up in this third round already. Corner control in favor of Shadoken. Well, it was at first. Kawano gets the perfect flash knuckle.
And I like that sequence, checking the walk back just in case. Shadoken with the defense.
What a whip punish. Straight into the level 3, scoop him up.
That was beautifully done and beautifully spaced.
This
gives
critical.
You so much damage too. You get to set up for double departure if you wanted to, but just one? No, he's gonna go for the projectile. There's the double.
And I was just about to say that drive bar in trouble. Drive rush forward. I like this. Use those projectiles. Keep them at bay. Do as much chip damage as you can, because that drive bar is going to come back. But he burns himself out. This is the uppercut. This is going to be big damage. Not going to be able to get the kill. No departure. There it is.
He can chip. Oh, my God.
And the full screen
Kawano.
OD. That camera, this camera, that camera. Yeah.
The classic. As soon as he got his meter down, it was up to Shadoken to kind of pump the brakes just a little bit. Even in that last sequence, I was kind of curious to see what that drive impact was all about, considering Luke wasn't really on the corner. But a really fortunate circumstance happened for him. He jumped right over Kawano, and this is his attempt to anti-air.
Right, a lot of times you see players, they try to dash up and get some neutral space back so they won't be close to the corner. Calls him out with it, and I see why he did it, but it didn't work out. Kawano keeping his wits about him, gets that first game. And that was still one round apiece going to the final.
Bang!
Perfect
Damn!
Flash knuckle.
That's the Bonchan. He did it first. Forward throw. Sit him down. Hard knockdown as well. Fireball! Yes, sir! And that is a frame trap.
Needs to be careful trying to get him stay in this corner. Trying to control his pace. Oh, gets the forward throw out of the drive rush. Man, he's been pretty good at calling out some of this neutral. Gets the perfect parry. I would have went for the back throw, but he doesn't take the space. Uppercut because he tries to jump out. Kawano in control right now. Shadoken in trouble.
Good defense from Shadoken, but it's still not enough. Kawano immediately pressing on the accelerator, drive rush forward, clapping him, looking at match point down.
Oh man, I thought he was going to take that back throw, get some space, and maybe get control of the screen. Jumps out, eats an uppercut because of it. The drive rush in right now, and Kawano's looking like this is just another day at the office right now.
And he's got full corporate over in California.
Hey, look. Okay, gets the DI.
That's actually 6 side
switch.
Set it up one more time, level 3, bang!
Now this is what I like to see, a big chunk of damage here, and he's gonna be really close to burnout, and he's got that corner positioning and a lot of real estate just in case he wants to back up. Of course, he's gonna press the offense, and that is an overhead, you gotta be careful. Does not happen either though, so he's gonna try to make this next setup guess for life. Misses the throw, takes the throw, and now he's at full screen again. We've seen what Kawano can do here, and look at this. Do you cash out now?
Bang.
He's gonna spin the level 2 just to make sure he's got a little bit of bar left on the tail end.
Oh, you can actually get a splat.
And now in burnout.
Oh, he knows. What a cover.
With the uppercut. DI, he gets, oh my God, the amnesia of Shadoken.
He thought it was over. Shadoken, what are you pulling up for with the drive impact? No, sir, the amnesia, always ready.
Great usage, man. One of the tools we've been seeing throughout the entire inception of Street Fighter 6. People learning how to deal with it now, and great usage there by Shadoken. Oh, runs right into it. Uppercut. Oh, that was needy. Tries to hit a button. That's going to be a counter hit. Kawano 2-0 over Shadoken in his first game, but it was not for lack of trying, I can tell you right now. That second round in this last game really looked like something was starting to happen. I mean, we saw the perfect amnesia there in that clutch situation where you could have been stunned. That drive impact, what a great reaction by Shadoken. But once again, this is groups. You still have games to play. That does not mean it's going to be the end because still, like we said before, everybody has to play everybody in this group set to see who's actually going to make it out.
Yeah, and realistically, when you're looking at how the players stacked up against each other, we know a bunch of information about Kawano and not as much about Shadoken. But I will say, toe-to-toe, Shadoken was doing it. He was 100% delivering the unexpected against Kawano. He made him sweat a little bit, a significant amount, I should say.
The scoopage right there. I like that drive rush just to get you to freeze up a little bit. Goes for the command throw on the tail end. And you can see Kawano already making those adjustments, especially when he got him to this corner. And I felt like this was Shadoken really tried to make his escape a lot of times. And that's textbook, right? You don't want to be stuck there versus Luke. Catches him, and then of course the reaction level 3 right there to the feint.
And I love that too, just fully ready of the strings that come out. Kawano always having that super as a threat, but Shadoken also, I think this was the more important thing, that he decided to go for the projectile, then into the double departure to really enforce that point. But this here, right, that was actually very, very awkward.
That was so
Kawano inch forward just a little bit too far out, but unfortunately, you know, Shadoken, as soon as you see it, that drive rush came back. Kawano let it rip 2 times, and that was it for that round.
Perfect parry right here. And then, as of course, you see Kawano straight go into, you know, regular, everyday Kawano mode, bro. When I tell you, he plays his character so well when it comes to controlling space now, especially since we've seen, like, the meta evolve with Luke. Everybody says that he's very good, but it's still about how you apply these tools, especially versus a character like JP who has great screen control as well. Shadoken definitely didn't make it easy. You see the clutch DI right here, 6 side switch combo. Man, this was cool.
I'm telling you, man, Shadoken, he came to play, and I like that he did all of the homework necessary against Luke. His defensive capabilities were pretty top-notch, but you know Luke, the amount of damage that he could deal out as soon as he gets that opening could be catastrophic. Kawano taking it down 2-0. I feel like a lot of people were kind of thinking about that. You know, Kawano coming in as one of these stronger players in this group, but it's still quite a coin toss. Coin toss.
Still the same.
How did that even happen, dude? Going into it because of the amount of Kens, the amount of